We're going to keep the energy up. We're going to keep smiling up here. We're going to keep laughing. Leslie, how you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, let's go. Put your hands together. Let's clap. Let's give it up here. Come on, Leslie.
That's way too tall. Hi. Hi, how you guys doing? Good. I'm Leslie. Like George, I'm from New Jersey. Yay, New Jersey. I've been over here a really long time. So long that when I first moved over here, YouTube didn't exist. Jimmy Savile was still a national treasure. And everybody thought the dumbest American president of all time was going to be George W. Bush. We were so wrong. I love living over here, but I do end up speaking about America a lot because what happens is people hear my accent, they ask where I'm from, and then they want to tell me about that time they went to Florida. Or how much they love Vegas or something. But the thing is, where I'm from is nothing like Florida or Vegas, and frankly, thank fuck for that. Because America is hugely varied, because it is huge, right? The distance from New York to Los Angeles is the same as the distance from London to Baku, Azerbaijan. Yeah, okay, some of you may not have been to Baku, that's fine. So I'll put it in more relevant terms for you. You know that thing they do on the news where they compare everything to the size of whales? You know the thing, they're like, oh, this asteroid could take out an area 3 times the size of whales. I don't know why, but they do it all the time. So in those terms, you would need 475 whaleses to make up the size of America. It's fucking enormous, right? But I was talking to this one lady the other day who clearly does not know this because she wanted to tell me about her upcoming trip to Disney World in Florida. And she says, and I thought we might drive over to New York for the day. Do you know how many whaleses that is? In 6.4 whaleses, top to bottom. You're not driving that in a day, love. Anyway, people ask me all the time why I moved over here in the first place, and to that I can only say, he seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, it wasn't a total waste. We were happily married for a year, and then 6 years later we got divorced. And I decided to stay because I'd already got my citizenship and pledged allegiance to the Queen, and I didn't want to let her down. She's had so many disappointments in her life, especially recently. Besides, divorce was really good for me, right? I lost a ton of weight. I lost 13 stone of dead weight, gone overnight, and he took his relentless misery with him. Yeah. And then I had the delightful adventure that is online dating that was waiting for me, yeah. I know some of you in the room will have done that. I'm not even going to ask because you have. So you'll know that it's a lot like shopping at TK Maxx. Because, I'll explain, there are gems to be found, but first you have to trawl through an astonishing array of terrible, terrible options. Ill-fitting, badly made, poor quality, outright broken. It's no wonder some of these guys are still available. Or available again if they've been returned by wiser women. Still, you give it a go and you look through and you go, well, I kind of like the look of this one, or I might be persuaded to that one. Only it turns out this one, not good for you, and that one isn't really available. He's just there for display and stroke his own fucking ego. But then you take one home only to find out it's not the advertised size. Nevertheless, you persist, and you do eventually find one you think, this one's perfect. This could be the one. But he's not the one, he's the many, because he's got kids. And you didn't want to bring home anything from the baggage department, right? But there is one thing that online dating has that TK Maxx doesn't, and that's dick pics. Now, as a feminist, I think it's pathetic that some men think it's okay to send you unsolicited photos of their penises. But when I was a newly single woman, having just gone through a divorce that was a very long time coming, when not much else was. I mean, I figured there were worse things than some dick in your inbox, right? And speaking of dick, which is my favorite segue ever, as an American abroad, I get asked a lot about the orange cockwomble. You all know who I mean. He's hard to avoid. He was in the news again today. I don't know if you've seen the news, but apparently Russia's been banned from all professional sport for the next 4 years. And so the first thing that Donald did was he picked up the phone to the Kremlin and he was like, oh, Vlad, this is terrible. I can't believe they're doing this to you. Oh my God, what are you going to do? What are we going to do, Vlad? And Vlad says, I'll tell you what we're gonna do, Pinky. We're gonna do the same thing we do every day. We're gonna try to take over the world. Thank you very much. I'm Leslie Gold.